Sandy Martin here, Ock, and our director slash producer slash girl from Signs, Travis.
Today is a different episode. We're going to be talking about the latest episode of Game of Thrones, season 7 episode.
So fucking different.
No, this isn't a review. This is us pulling apart something that actually happened.
This is a pursuit through science.
This is pursuit through science.
Science, baby.
Season 7, episode
6.
We have our sub fact checker in.
Yeah, a sub fact checker.
He's a sub.
He's
Yeah,
doing
he
weird
checks
gang
facts.
science.
Yeah.
Just here so I won't get fined.
They won't hear you though because you're too far from the mic.
All right, so for all of you that have seen this episode of Game of Thrones, it was an exciting one. There was a lot of dragons. There was some undead fighting.
There was some crying. There was some laughing.
But the most
texting.
But the most impressive character in the entire Game of Thrones was
Giant Spain.
Gendry.
Oh yeah.
We found
Giant
out
Spain.
he is the fastest character in the Westeros
He might be
world.
the fastest motherfucker alive.
In the multiverse.
So anyway,
There's some fucked up shit. So
this video is about the whole. We've been going on the last little bit about plot speed. Well, this episode got ridiculous. We had
yeah, it broke
It
your normal standard of like other shit's happening and time's passing.
Plot speed
Because they
just
kept going back to the same group in the north.
plot speed just attained light speed within plot speed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's possible.
It's possible.
But it happened.
It just happened.
It just
It's not
happened, man.
possible, we just see.
Yeah. So anyway, it got to the point where it was almost distracting, and we mentioned before that with the way the plot speed's going, it's supposed to. What did the way you say you was supposed to? You had to give into.
What? It's not me who says it. It's me. Anytime I say anything about a movie, the number one defense I get is suspended disbelief or whatever it is.
Well, you couldn't. Like with this episode, you were just kind of like you're watching your watch, and you're watching Gendry run across those mountains. And then you're watching your watch.
That's super speed.
Oh yeah. So we did a
But
little bit.
it doesn't even look like he's moving very fast.
No, so we did a little bit of a breakdown of the entire episode. We tried to get a grasp on
We
the
are
timeline.
Real math, real professionals.
Yeah, we used a ruler and
So,
everything.
I can't even count.
Yeah, so he held the ruler. So what we did was we created a scale. We found online in multiple references that the wall is roughly 300 miles long. So we took that and used that as a scale on a few different maps, so we kind of got an average to see how long it is from Eastwatch down to Dragonstone. Well, it varies between around 1,400 to 1,600, so we just call it an even 1,500 miles. It's a long-ass way. So we took that because the biggest issue is how long did it take that Raven to get to Dragonstone?
Man, that Raven moved faster than Gendry.
No. If
That
anything,
Raven moved
no,
fucking
if
fast.
we had
How many miles? Miles, because this motherfucker doesn't want to believe he lives in Canada.
yeah, but listen,
But miles. How many? 1,500?
1,500 miles-ish, give or take.
Yo, fucking fact checker. How many kilometers is that? That times 3 point. Give us the
Use your phone,
fucking
your phone's got a
answer.
calculator.
give us goddamn
We
answer.
need fucking answers. This is real science.
Real
math.
science. Word straight.
What were you
Yeah.
trying to say while we get him
Yeah.
to fact check?
Listen, if you had a 100-meter dash
100.
with Gendry,
Yes.
the Raven,
Yes.
and the dragons,
And Usain Bolt. No, the Dragons will leave
And
out of there. But
Usain Bolt.
400 kilometers.
So
That's how
2414. So
24-14.
Yeah, so 2,400 kilometers.
Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah, that's a lot. That's
Basically what. Oh, that is ridiculous.
almost from here to Regina.
And how fast does a Raven normally fly? 60 miles?
60 miles with a backdraft or whatever they said.
We'll
so
say it had all
a
straight up
Tailwind.
backdraft. Winter's coming.
strong
It
tailwind.
brings a big
So it had-
tailwind.
So it had that tailwind the whole way to
All the way through
Dragonstone.
60 miles. How many? What would be the math behind that? 60
25
miles?
hours. It would take the Raven
25 hours. So a full
straight.
fucking day.
Plus an hour.
Yeah, that Raven broke Mach speed, man. It must have broke Mach.
yeah.
It was if
Well,
you want to do
It even
that.
broke light speed and went straight to plot
See,
speed.
the biggest issue we're having right now is trying to figure out how far these motherfuckers walked from Eastwatch out to the Wildling territories. And the thing is, the only thing I can tell you is when you see pics from Eastwatch, there's no mountain views really up close. You might have them in like the far, far background. All my shit I see on the pirate seas, so it's hard to get out good details like that. But even if that's there, it's going to take you a long ass time to walk out there. And from the filming of it, it looked like they were there for at least a full fucking day of walking.
Yeah.
Right?
And then they took his hammer so he could move fast.
8 miles? Why are we shouting out Eminem?
That's how fast you can move in a day at a brisk pace.
Yeah, so
There's like, yeah.
So
There's,
at a brisk pace, 8 to 10 miles is generally what's understood.
they
to
definitely
be,
look like they were brisky.
They were, yeah.
They were frisky.
So anyway, they were at a study pace. They were carrying gear, so they took Gendry's fucking gear and his hammer, and they said go to the fucking watch and send the thing. So I'm thinking it was the middle of the afternoon when that was sent, so somewhere around the 2 to 3, maybe 2 to 4
That's
area.
being very fucking nice,
Yeah.
but yeah, sure.
So, and that was about an 8-hour walk.
No, man, but then the motherfuckers, they left when on
In
the
the
East
morning.
Watch? Episode fucking...
It looked like early morning. It looked like
Episode 5.
It looked like the early morning.
Yeah, it did definitely look like a.
And they literally walked...
Either the night
they stopped
before-
at 1 o'clock?
Yeah, one.
So, my next question then, if the Night King's fucking army is so goddamn close to the wall, why are they fucking walking in circles instead of just attack the wall immediately?
I think
probably
it's just-
looking
I
for
think
something.
it's just because they didn't have a means
No,
to get
you
over the
would
wall.
see that many fucking trooper loops if you're that close to the wall.
Especially on a white background. But regardless, that's not where we're trying to figure out like this. So they were. It was
Like,
like
there were woods. There's woods right beside the East Watch. Where they were at, there were no fucking woods.
No. So it was like I would say it
Not
was
until
probably
the end of the
So it was like
episode.
it was a good.
Yeah, but that
was a
was
good
when
piece away.
Jon Snow comes through with the
Yeah.
horsey horse. Yeah.
It was a good piece away, regardless. They were walking for like 8 hours. So it was like 1, 2 in the afternoon when this shit happened. So when Gendry decides to triple speed back, they took his shit and stuff, but he made it back just before dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
because they were
he
bringing
was
out torches.
So that means he made 8 hours worth of walking, roughly in hour and a half, maybe 2.
yeah.
So
He ran fast, man.
he ran super fast.
Listen, I'm gonna put it to you this way. So ever since we did this show, we started getting connections, and I hollered at one of our connections. Y'all might know him as Mr. Tyson. I call him Neil, and he sent back to me his work proofed, and I'm gonna show it to everybody. So here we have a group of white dudes getting beat up by other dead white dudes, and that's where it started. And then they tell Gendry to get moving, so Neil put us down there. That's Speed Force right there, and he's moving this way.
Damn Speed Force, son.
So he runs from there to
Through the mountains.
through the mountains, through the ankle deep snow.
Yep.
Because apparently somewhere where it snows all the time is just fucking ankle deep. To all you fucking southern people, it's not that deep of snow. That is like literally November, end of November snow in Petawawa.
Yeah.
So, but either or, he runs through the mountainy snow pass to go back to the no mountain snow pass to the East Watch, and he did that really fucking fast. And that's backed up by real science.
Yeah. So that part to us is starting to get like Gendry becomes one of the most believable portions of this because the way that the Raven was flying-
Believable?
No, okay, no.
Oh, next to the Raven.
next to the Raven, because at this
Yeah.
point you're dealing with the evening. So immediately, if we send immediately at nighttime, they send the Raven overnight. They overnight ship.
Yeah,
this
but
Raven.
what if that Raven was possessed by the Phoenix Force?
Oh my god! Yeah,
Right?
this-
Then
we
that
can
makes-
what if
it makes-
all day, man.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Pass.
it makes more sense that the Raven flew down, caught an Uber, and then drove up. That's what makes more sense than that.
Uber's pretty big nowadays.
Oh my god!
No, I'd probably say if anyone's got the Phoenix Force, it's Jon Snow.
You think it's
Jon Snow lives
Jon
with the
Snow
Phoenix Force.
definitely had some sort of force. Either he died 6 times on the way back to East Watch. Because again, man, like these southern people watching motherfucking Game of Thrones right now might think the winter isn't a joke, man. Like you don't got much time if you fall into ice cold water.
I mean, a little
And
bit.
that should have been like really ice cold water, considering like the whole body of water was fucking ice frozen.
Yeah.
And within X amount of hours, it got cold enough for them to step on it again.
Yeah, so that would take the.
But
that
he's
would-
fueled
that
by
would take
dragon
about-
fire.
Oh my god! So that would take a night. So in the course of they send Gendry, a night passes. They wake up the next day. Buddy had frozen to death throughout the night.
Yes.
So
Which is more inclination to
Because-
how fucking cold
yeah.
the thing is. But
So
whatever.
that Raven made it there in 8 hours. I'd
Man,
say.
Gendry probably made it faster to the East Watch faster than that motherfucker died.
Yeah, he did.
So
He did make it there
So
faster.
anyway, so you deal with this 8 hour with the overnight. So the overnight shipped the Raven to Dragonstone, which
Yeah.
to even remotely be plausible, is anywhere between, depending on how far you want to say it, between 250 to 350 miles an hour.
And we're hoping a maester went out and got Gendry because they couldn't have wasted any time to go get a slow-ass maester.
So, anyway, so you're dealing
they
with
also had the fastest
unbelievable fucking Raven speed. And then the only thing that we're not even going to try to tackle here is dragon speed because
They're dragons.
It's
They're
a
dragons.
fantasy creature.
They can fucking move.
Yeah, it's a dragon. It's a fantasy
No, it's
creature.
a real creature,
They
man.
got big fucking wings.
Yeah.
Dragons are making a
can
comeback,
swoopy
man.
whoop.
They're coming back hard.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, it's a real thing.
But
It's a real thing.
So,
Yo,
anyway,
we had facts.
So regardless,
All facts
Dragons are
today.
facts.
All facts.
we've been harping on plot speed basically the entirety
Yeah.
of this season. But this episode
like,
got
again. Normally,
ridiculous.
it's
Just
this
keep
episode
proving
was
me
really
right,
ridiculous 'cause
HBO.
You keep going back to the one point in time, right? So like, it's kind of weird.
So
It's kind of weird.
I-
But Gendry run motherfucking fast, man. For a slow-looking runner, like that guy looks slow as fuck. That it
Especially
reminded me
a
of my
Baratheon.
dad, how he runs, and my dad's like 70-some-odd years old, man. So
well, he had the knee high, and he was
he didn't do the knee high. He just did there. He was doing like the Russian fucking march, man. It was just like bip, 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 bip.
and
High knees. High knees.
And before anyone starts saying like, "Oh, marathon runners," like I looked up the world record marathon time. It's like 20 some odd, 2 hours.
Fuck marathon runners. Marathon runners don't run through snow.
Yeah, exactly. They're running on like they have like running shoes. They have this guy was running in homemade mucklucks with probably I would say at least few dozen pounds of
I'd say
fur on top
15
of him.
pounds of fur.
Yeah.
Who knows? He probably shed those fur pieces only to gain them again when he got to Eastwatch.
He probably also
He
lost
probably
weight
just-
too.
He probably
Getting
just
there.
True his fucking furs, and then ran and caught up to it like Mr. Perfect. You know the fucking one where he threw the football, where he spits the gum and he.
But
runs
the
spits
only
the
thing
football.
that really scientifically that makes any sense
is this shit
about
right?
this
Fuck
episode,
you. This is Neil deGrasse.
no, the only scientific evidence that makes sense about this episode is Giants Bane's love for Brianna.
Get out of here, man. And I think it's just Brienne.
Yo, man.
I'm what? Are you Travis now?
No.
Okay, then it's Brienne.
Listen, his love
can we
to make
fact check her
giant
fucking
babies knows no limits.
I think it's
no limits.
It's Brianna Tark,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, so
This is what I say.
I'm hoping.
That's all.
I'm kind of hoping in the future we don't. They kind of. I hope this is the most extreme case of the inconsistencies that they've been having with the plot speed. But if it's going to if this is just like a foreshadowing for the rest of the season.
It is. The White Walkers are done next episode. They're not making it into the next season.
So
Well, isn't there two more
I'm
episodes
sorry,
for the
our
season?
fact checker who's allowed to speak doesn't want to speak.
that?
There's one more.
There's one more episode.
Spoil anything, so
I thought it was 8 episodes for
Is
the
it
season.
7 this season or 8?
it's 8.
Is
thought
it
it
7
was
for this
No, there's
season?
8 episodes this season. Isn't
You
there?
absolutely positive?
Check it.
Can we just fucking fact check?
Fact checker.
What's with our fact checkers not wanting to check
Yeah.
facts today?
It's Sunday. They're
It's
just.
insane.
I mean, it's Monday.
Listen, we're all poor.
This is insane.
Right?
This is what happens when you start showing shit that's just not possible. Everyone starts believing they can go outside of their lanes and
Yeah.
like fact checkers not want a fact. I'm glad Neil deGrasse kept it real with us though and gave us some fucking really concrete physical proof.
It was all fact checked. All fact checked.
So,
Scroll down the episode list.
yo, seriously, is it 7?
So it's 7 episodes.
Yeah.
That's it. So we only.
Because HBO trying to fucking like listen. What do they call it in RPG when you're computering? When you're playing RPG, mid maxing. Yeah, HBO is mid maxing right now.
Munchkin.
Absolutely.
They're trying to come out with as little episodes as possible
For the most amount of money.
for the most amount of money and the
my
most
God.
amount of bang for your buck.
Yeah, that's what we're getting.
Well, bang for their buck, not yours. They
We're
don't
gonna
give
do
a
it.
fuck about
We're gonna
yours.
do a detailed.
they've already taken
we'll
your
do
bucks.
it on Tuesday. We're gonna go back to as per norm. We're gonna do a detailed breakdown of the.
I'm glad it's only 7 episodes because then fucking 1 episode from now we're done talking about Game of Thrones and hopefully we could speed through the Game of Thrones parts as fast as Gendry did. Well, I'm sick of this shit, man. Like, how much cop out fucking bullshit do we got to do on a show, man?
Oh god. Anyway, we'll
I'm
be back.
just saying this one kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like, man, fuck your motherfucking. It shit makes no sense.
No.
But like, what we doing kind of makes sense. But again, though, at the grand scheme of things, man.
Giants
Game of
Bane
Thrones,
rocks,
man.
yes. On
So
the
anyway,
grand
we'll
scheme,
be
Giants
back,
Bane is
we'll be
the
back
shit.
Tuesday with the regular podcast. So
Hopefully different shirts, but this is the 3rd time I've worn a black shirt on the show.
Yeah, I might get a new shirt.
Because we just filmed
sometime.
another episode earlier today.
Yeah.
yeah, catch up. We do a quick review of what we thought of the Defenders. So we'll put the link at the end.
Can't we be classy?
No.
Fuck, I guess classy nowadays is promoting shit anyways ruthlessly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Then fine.
All right, we'll catch you guys next
No,
time.
there needs to be a nice again with the catch. Guys.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna poop
Sorry.
in my mouth?
You'll see us next time. We won't see you.
Hopefully. If
No,
you
I
enjoyed
always
what
watch you
just
guys.
Fucking watch, man. Come back.
Yeah,
And we're here.
yeah.
We're
If you
here.
enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't, don't.
If you didn't, just fucking or don't. Just click the thumbs down thing.
Yeah.
All right,
We
see you
love
guys.
it.
What, man? I'm partial.